strike. He scores!
Bordeaux scores! To Ronaldinho. He shoots. He scores! Goldman scores! Cunningham. He shoots. Wilkin makes a huge save. Sama with a slippery move and scores! Counterattack chance. Swift scores! Great setup. Goldman. Segura scored!
It may be April 1st, but you won't find any April Fool's jokes here. One of the biggest games of the night, and perhaps the season, happens right here, right now on MASL TV. It's the sixth and final meeting of the regular season between the Utica City FC and the Baltimore Blast. The Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on Twitch. Send us a message in the chat, and we might read it live on air during tonight's broadcast. Our coverage tonight presented in part by Alt Sports Data. Alt Sports Data is the official sports data partner of the Major Arena Soccer League. Alt Sports is a San Diego-based leader in trading and consumer data for action, alternative, and emerging sports. By SI Ticks. Want to see a game live? Visit Sports Illustrated Tickets for the best tickets to see the MASL action in your favorite arenas. Now with no fees at checkout. By Quentas. App, card, wallet. Quentas has everything you need to manage your money your way. Visit Quentas.com today to learn more. And by the MASL Pro Player Combine 2023. If you think you have what it takes to play in the MASL, sign up now to be on the mailing list for the 2023 MASL Pro Player Combine. Visit MASLsoccer.com for more information. Let's send it downstairs for our pre-game festivities.
At this time, we ask you to please stand if you are able and kindly remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by the Camden High School Choir.
And here we go, approaching the finish line of the regular season. It's the 24th and final regular season game for both teams, and a huge game for the playoff picture. Utica at 33 points, Kansas City at 32 in the battle to see who will host the play-in round of the MASL Eastern Division playoffs. A regulation win for Utica ensures that they host. For Baltimore, they have one last chance to get in with a shout for the division crown. They sit just a single point back of Milwaukee. We'll get more into the matchup shortly, but we'll send it back downstairs for some team awards.
This year, the votes for Defensive Player of the Year were so close that we have co-Defensive Players of the Year. Our first recipient is Darren Toby. Joining Toby as co-Defensive Player of the Year, goalie Andrew.
And I'd like to also extend my congratulations to all of those award winners just named on the turf here at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. It's been an unbelievable season. The next question is, what is the next step for these two sides? Again, for Baltimore, trying to put pressure on Milwaukee at the top of the division, currently sitting just a single point back at a record of 13, 7-3, 41 standings points. They've won 3 in a row. The question is, can they improve on their 3-5-3 record when playing away from CQ Arena this season? For Utica City FC, 12-10-1, 33 points, 4th in the Eastern Division, just 1 ahead of 5th place Kansas City. They won their last match, of course, 4-3 in overtime against the Florida Tropics. Taylor Bond had a hat trick and scored all 3 goals in regulation for Utica. Gordy Gerson with the overtime game-winning goal. And speaking of Gerson, let's talk about some players to watch for Utica. Of course, Gordy Gerson, 40 points, ties the Utica franchise record. And he also has 7 game-winning goals, which is a franchise record as well. For Baltimore, look at Lucas Roque, 4 goals and an assist in the meeting between these two teams on January 21st down at CQ Arena, a matchup that Baltimore won handily 10-3. He has a career-high 46 points. He's 4th in the league in goals at 29. Let's rock and roll. Final day of the regular season for these two teams at least. One more day to follow on Sunday where all will be revealed, but we'll certainly unveil a fair portion of the playoff picture here tonight in the Eastern Division. Down to Mike Zierhofer, who gets the starting call tonight for the Baltimore Blast. The reigning defensive player of the week in the league. Here's Taylor Bond, the offensive player of the week in the league. He shoots one off the corner glass, deflects over to Mijatovic, tries to enter it in, gets it back off the block by Thompson. Down to Bond, entered into Gerson. That's blocked away out of the center of the goal box. Already a flurry of opportunities early for Utica. Jonatas Mello had his pocket picked by Alava. Utica will reset back at center. 14-10 to play here in the first quarter. Alava in his second year with the city. Here's Christian Segura along the far side of the field. His next goal with Utica will be his 50th with the franchise. Soma, one of the team award winners prior to the game, finds a fellow honoree in Darren Tobey. And now flicked down into the corner to the rookie Fernandez. Segura, burst of speed down the far side for Correa, making just his 10th appearance of the year for Utica City FC. 90 minutes have elapsed in the 24th and final regular season game for both teams. Segura with the entry pass, that was stolen away by Mello, chipped over to Donatelli. Donatelli volleys it forward, and Segura will hustle this down and head it to his keeper, Andrew Coughlin. Coughlin distributes to the speedster Soma. Fresh legs coming on for Baltimore. Soma shoots, and it's blocked right at the feet of Nelson Santana. Santana forward with pace, off the corner boards. Thomas recovered by Coughlin. Coughlin to Stefan Mijatovic, who has points in 6 out of 10 since being traded from St. Louis. Also, if you're curious, in the other game that affects who hosts the play-in game, Kansas City already in front of Harrisburg, 1-0. We're going to be keeping an eye on that score all night long. Baltimore's division title hopes, meanwhile, they still rest on a game involving Milwaukee that won't take place till tomorrow. So Utica will very much know its fate, at least for its first playoff game tonight, in terms of who's going where. The 5 teams in the Eastern playoff have been determined already. Hundelt, nicely off the chest, Coughlin, and he heaves it downfield towards Quentin Swift. Of course, Coughlin always dangerous as a distributor, 9 assists out of the back this season to lead all MASL goalkeepers. Alava, Mijatovic to Nilton DeAndrade. The remarkable rookie makes a great crossover move in the corner around the former Utica City man, Jake Schindler, playing in his first game in the MASL since stepping down from his spot in the Utica franchise last year. He has been the head coach of the Rochester Lancers in M2. Great pass out of the neutral zone. Right side, shot taken by Shearer. That's blocked away by Alava, and he chases it away to his own zone line. Good to see Jake Schindler out and about for the first time in quite a while. I imagine he made the trip just down I-90 to come play for Baltimore tonight from his hometown of Rochester. What a remarkable defensive player he was, too, in Utica City FC Blue for the first couple seasons of the franchise's existence. Tobin, Bond off the high glass, looking to center. Overrunning it there was Nate Bordeaux. He caught a little bit too deep. Gerson was behind the play. 10:50 to go here in the opening quarter. Gerson off the volley wide of Zierhofer, and then headed back from the top end of the goal box Sark by Onua Obasi, another former Utica player who played 22 matches with the city over a couple of seasons. Fernandez in a battle here centrally against Hughes. Hughes gets the return pass from the far boards, settled down by Obasi to Maxi Schenfeld. Down the left wing. Baltimore in possession of the ball. Schenfeld off the boards to Thomas, a forward who happens to also have 25 blocked shots. And of course that does, especially I think for a forward, it definitely carries a little bit of a measure of defensive responsibility to it. Hundell knocks it out of play. Former Harrisburg man who had a goal in the last home game. St. Louis native with 22 blocked shots this year for the city. Nelson Santana getting his usual reaction from the Utica crowd, just as he did last time. Ferdinand, former Milwaukee player, shoots into one there. That's blocked away to the center line. Thomas. Downfield attempt was blocked away by Segura, sent into the bench area. Restart will take place at center. Zierhofer stepping in to participate in the breakout. Off the corner boards to Shearer. Has his only MASL goal in this building. Got it last season. Santana, corner boards. Mijatovic able to get this one accounted for. And it's Coughlin who scoops it up to center off the chest of Salma. Volleyed across by Fernandez. No score. If Utica wins in regulation, they're hosting their first round playoff game. Segura in a double team along the corner boards. Keaton Woods steps in to help out. And then a foul in the corner goes against Baltimore. Corner restart on its way for Utica. The set pieces have just been so crisp this season for the blue and black. Segura will stand behind it here. And now inches back for Bordeaux. Mijatovic rips that one over the bar. 8:29 to go in the first quarter. And we have no score here at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. Utica on home ground this season, 7-3-1. As they play their 12th and final home regular season game tonight. Alava to Mijatovic. Alava certainly draws a crowd here. Bond looking for the Wallace Gora setup as Alava came in late and got met shoulder to shoulder. That dislodges the ball and it's sent forward quickly by Donatelli. Donatelli historically very, very good scoring output against Utica in his career with the Blast. He pursues this one into the corner. Milton DeAndrade with the takeaway, and then had it stolen by Ferdinand. His shot blocked by a great recovery play by Stefan Mijatovic. What a difference maker Mijatovic has been offensively, defensively, just a true two-way brick house for this Utica City squad since coming in from St. Louis. Downfield, Bond slips in behind Obasi. Bond crosses over against Obasi, who finally closes up the gap. Cleared forward, they look for Ferdinand. Ferdinand handed off to Mello, shoots short side. The save made by the hand of Andrew Coughlin. And now up to Bond out at center. Mello recovers the loose ball. Slipped across, left wing side. A shot and a goal, it's Lucas Roque. 1-0 Baltimore. It's the first 30-goal season of Lucas Roque's career. And it brings us into the media timeout. Just an exceptionally executed counterattack by the Baltimore Blast. And Lucas Roque nets his 30th goal this season, his 47th point. Both of those are career highs. And with our media timeout, an opportunity to tell you about our partners at Quintas. Money transfers are made easy with Quintas, powered by Western Union. Download the Quintas app today and use promo code MASL. So it is 1-0 Baltimore. And while we have this break in the action, I'll give you my Twitch question of the day. And of course, here in Central New York today, the weather was fantastic. Sunny, warm. I know it's not going to be that way all night tonight. I think we're going to get some rain and whatnot. And it's going to cool down considerably, or at least that's last I looked. But my Twitch question of the day is as follows. Feel free to drop your answers in our Twitch chat. And I'll share a few of my favorites as we go along here in this first quarter. What is your favorite spring activity? Simple, sweet, to the point. There's certainly a lot of time outdoors to look forward to. Although you could certainly say the Ron Newman Cup playoffs, and I don't think anybody would argue that. So the 1-0 score out of the media timeout. Utica will look to respond. Yargel says, bringing the barbecue out of storage and cooking the first burgers of the year in response to my Twitch question of the day. Those are always fun sights and sounds and tastes as well. Love a good burger. 6:27 to go, first quarter. We're back up and running here at the Yawn. Mello picks up the assist on the goal by Lucas Roque. His 147th goal in the current generation MASL between regular season and postseason. Long shot from the left wing is stopped by Coughlin, and he will immediately slide it out to Mijatovic. Swift to an open Gordy Gerson. Ball was taken away by an off-balance Nelson Santana. He is now over top of the ball and in some visible discomfort, it appears. And with 5:54 to go in the first quarter, we get a timeout on the field as the Baltimore trainer steps out to have a look at Nelson Santana. While we have an opportunity here, we'll get you an update on the Kansas City score. They're playing Harrisburg tonight in a game that obviously has huge implications for Utica City FC. It's 2-0. The Kansas City Comets leading the Harrisburg Heat. That game starting about the same time as this one. Two other games in the league tonight. Strikers and Stars and Sockers at 10:05 out on the West Coast. Kind of a fun Saturday night of action here in the MASL. All four teams playing evening, or all four games rather, evening contests, all 8 teams involved. Crossed over to Bond on the restart. Zierhofer makes a great save. Mijatovic comes up gunning, that goes wide, and a battle for the ball at the zone line is lifted out to center by Obasi. Hughes places across out to his left. Long shot attempt is blocked. And now chased away by Mijatovic. Off of Schindler. Gerson, shoulder to shoulder with the former Utica man. And it's cleared back through midfield by Zierhofer. There's a great feature on MASLsoccer.com right now about Mike Zierhofer and his pregame ritual, which of course is at least 1 cup of coffee, and also some of the history that he's made in the last week or so. He scored a goal and got a shutout as a goalkeeper in the same match. Ferdinand ahead and being contained out to the corner now by Alava after Coughlin did a nice job to buy time. Ferdinand, Obasi after the ball. Woods gets there and clears it downfield. Off the shelf, the boards, and again scooped to center by Mijatovic. Now to Donatelli. Always dangerous in space, slid the pass through Alava, and then stepping into the lane was Mijatovic. Back heel by Obasi. Headed it forward after a quick grapple fest with Alava. And the result will be Utica ball, a free kick from out of their own third. Correa to Toby, who won the team's co-defensive player of the year award in the pregame ceremony alongside Andrew Coughlin. Toby really a difference maker to the Utica back line. Since stepping in after midseason, finally got his clearance to be able to come back and play. And the former MASL Defensive Player of the Year really hasn't missed too much of a beat here. Soma steps out far wing side. Will shake and bake, goes to the step over. Out into the corner, played it right into the back of the feet of Jamie Thomas. Out to the boards, Toby. High pressure came in from Swift to keep it contained in the upper third. Fernandez pivots it back to Hundelt. Utica can reset in the middle of a change. Nilton DeAndrade to Stefan Mijatovic. And he angles one back to Nilton DeAndrade. Pocket picked by Roque. Here comes Baltimore. And Nilton DeAndrade takes down Roque to pick up the foul. Schindler on the restart. Off the end board, Shearer. Across, Schindler. With a familiar looking shot that rattles off the glass. Utica fans remember him as a guy that can absolutely light one up from the point, so it's good to kind of see that again, even if it's for another team. And it's got to be a bit of a trip here tonight for the Utica fan base in some respects because of who is dressed on defense for Baltimore. Between Onua Obasi, Patrick Thompson, Jake Schindler, those are 3 guys that were on Utica's opening day roster last year. Mijatovic. Return pass from Bond. 2 of the in-season acquisitions for Utica connecting on that pass. Nilton DeAndrade. And now to Bond. Bond, there's that physical presence he's known for. Finally runs into Shearer, who dislodges the ball. For sure, Taylor Walter Bond An elbow grease kind of guy, and he's come alive since coming to Utica. 5-match point streak, 9 of 19 points this year are over that span. So he has heated up big time. Utica on the counter. Woods is denied by Zierhofer. Good setup by Nilton. But it's Keaton Woods who is denied on the doorstep. Woods will get another look here. Slips away, left side, shoots it off the post, and Zierhofer covers. He was able to get behind Hughes. Another look here. Goes right, switches left with Obasi behind him on back pressure. That's a great move by Keaton Woods. 2 great opportunities for the first-year Utica man. But the city is left empty-handed. Lined down to the Utica goal box. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Baltimore up 1-0, and now Coughlin will inch his way upfield to participate in the Utica offensive. Off the corner boards behind Fernandez. Schindler knocks it to center. Roque beat out to the ball there by Swift. Good manpower along the wall, wins this back for Baltimore. Here's Thompson looking up for Roque. Utica scouting that well. Alava helping to intervene along with Mijatovic. And Alava comes up with another intercept on the pass intended for Mello. Chip downfield to Zierhofer. He'll roll it out and play it centrally. 21 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 1 goal in this game. It belongs to Lucas Roque, his 30th of the season. The first time that he has hit the 30-goal plateau in his career. And the chase for 50 points in the season is on for him if he can have a big night tonight. Mijatovic, who has had a few big nights against Baltimore, fires a rocket towards the top drawer. It's handed away by Zierhofer, and that will get us to the end of the first quarter. 1-0 Baltimore, the score on a goal by Roque. We'll step away, come back with more action shortly on MASL TV.
Just a reminder to head to the concourse for tonight's jersey raffle. And after the game, immediately head to section 206 for the end-of-year live jersey auction for your chance to bid.
Outset of the second quarter here at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. 1-0 Baltimore, our score on a goal by Lucas Roque. And while we have a moment, a great chance to tell you about what the MASL content team has been up to, including the online home of the Major Arena Soccer League, MASLsoccer.com. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. That's MASLsoccer.com. And don't forget to tune in as well to MASL Monday. MASL Monday is every Monday night on SiriusXM FC Channel 157 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Alex Bastiavansky is joined every week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's game and discuss the league's hot topics. That's MASL Monday on Sirius XM-FC Channel 157 or wherever you happen to get your podcasts. It gets uploaded to places like Spotify as well. And Alex Bazjavansky, too, just a great guy to work with. He was a lot of fun when I got an opportunity to be the guest host a few weeks ago. And I look forward to many more appearances to come there. Goalkeeper switch ends, Zierhofer to the right. Coughlin to the left, Santana sends this flying downfield off the corner boards. Darren Toby, marked up one-on-one by Shearer, is able to unpin this off the boards, feed it up to center. Quick restart given back to Baltimore. Moises Gonzalez out there on the field now. Good to see Moises, who of course had 33 career goals with Utica City FC in 33 matches. He has 3 goals against the city this season, so safe to say it is a two-way street as far as his presence in this matchup is concerned. Spent a couple of seasons with the city, and we were very, very happy to have him around here. Soma upended. Neutral zone free kick coming for the city. Nate Bordeaux will take it, ranking among the top 10 in the league in assists. Mijatovic. Past Nilton to Taylor Walter Bond. It is 1-0, but shots for the first quarter fairly even-handed. They're 3-3 on the board, 5-5 if you go look at the official stats. And that one counterattack by Baltimore right now, the difference. Again, this could be a game of interest tonight. Most of these meetings this season have been extremely competitive. Utica leads the series 3-2. They've won the last 3 meetings. Baltimore won the first 2, including a convincing 10-3 win down in Baltimore earlier in the season. Recovered at center by Bordeaux. Mijatovic skips one into the corner. And that's quickly moved up to Roque. Onua Obasi. All the way downfield into the periphery of Andrew Coughlin. Onua Obasi, another one in the nice to see you club. Really nice guy, played for Utica for a considerable amount of time and was always definitely a welcome presence to come to the arena and see. Gerson, who, by the way, if he gets another point, collects a new franchise record. His 40 points sit level with Slavica Ubi Peripovic, who had 40 in the inaugural season for Utica here after moving from Syracuse. Donatelli. Spin move as the officials try to get things sorted back behind the play. It will be Baltimore ball set at the feet of Nelson Santana. With the way the crowd reacts, I don't even really have to say his name. But I will anyway, of course. Thomas holds it up along the middle of the yellow line. Looks back to Pat Thompson. Played for Harrisburg, then Utica, now Baltimore. Thomas, give and go from Moises Gonzalez. And the shot is stopped by Coughlin. At one point in his career, Santana was a member of the Syracuse Silver Knights. And of course, Utica, the continuation of that Syracuse Silver Knights franchise. Santana with Baltimore under head coach David Bascom. They're in the middle of a change. Abassi downfield, cut off, and getting in front of Ferdinand. A nice play there by Toby. Gerson chips it downfield, a long run coming from Swift. Abassi able to box him out and feed it back to Zierhofer. Ferdinand. Diagonal pass misses Schindler. Shearer tries to run it down, but Toby in there, shoulder to shoulder, plays it back to Coughlin. 10:15 before halftime. Utica, a slow start. They do not have a goal yet. And typically, if you look at the second half of this season, Utica has been much better defensively than they were in the first half of the season. If you remember, they have 150 goals against right now, but a lot of that came on the Mexico trip and in the first half of the season. When they've been here at home over the last month and a half, they've been a completely different team. And so some of these low-scoring games have become, I wouldn't say an everyday MO, but certainly the game flow has had a different feel. The amount of scoring has had a different feel. And Utica's been able to get into and win some more tight defensive battles, which approaching the playoffs, that's really important. Zierhofer rips it out of the air in the middle of a battle and then unloads a right-handed distribution downfield. Off the volley, Moises Gonzalez over the crossbar. Milton DeAndrade takes away the crossing pass. From the zone line, he shoots. Zierhofer makes the save and then hops on the rebound. Mello to Santana with 8:43 before halftime. Up to Thomas. Thomas going to work on Toby. Switches left foot. It's blocked by Toby. Recovered by Nate Bordeaux. Back pass. Thomas got a foot on it. Coughlin has to step up and intervene. Quick handshake with Thomas. Good sportsmanship. Again, a lot at stake in this one. Baltimore needs to find a way to have an opportunity at the division title. They currently trail Milwaukee. So the Blast wanting this one for Eastern Division supremacy at the end of the day after tomorrow. Of course, they need to win and get some help. For Utica, they will either play Kansas City here or at Cable Dahmer Arena, depending upon who is the higher-seeded team in the standings. And Utica, with a regulation win, puts that to bed. All to play for with 8 minutes to play before halftime. Shearer to Pat Thompson to Nelson Santana. Under a lot of heat here is Hughes. He has to play the pivot perfectly and does against the dangerous Gordy Gerson. Hughes up the left side. Sliding stop made by Hundelt, but Hughes recovers. Tried to diagonally play it back to the point for Schindler, and that was taken away by Gerson. Up to Ferdinand. Ferdinand has a bit of separation down the left. Alava closes up quickly. Bond along the right side. To Isak Soma. About 5 feet deep into the zone. Swings it back to Bond. And now to Wanalava. The Southern Connecticut State product. Soma to Swift, who had a brief history in Baltimore before ultimately settling here in Utica. Soma together with Hughes. The foul will go against Soma. Soma points in 3 of his last 5 for the city. So he's been on a bit of a tear lately, including, of course, a goal in the last meeting between these two sides. Our media timeout has arrived with 6:28 to go in the second quarter. And again, let's have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Busy 4-game night, 8 teams in action. We have 3 more games tomorrow on the final day of the regular season. But let's reset while we have the opportunity here. It's still Comets 2, Heat nothing at last report. Well, of course, the Baltimore Blast lead Utica by a 1-0 score here at the Odd tonight. Let's get a little bit more detail on the Kansas City game. Zach Reggett has both assists, Andras and Souza with the goals. In that match taking place just south of here by a couple of hours. At least a couple anyway. I think it's a few more than 2. I've never actually driven to Harrisburg myself, but I know it's more than 2 hours. That's happening at the Equine Arena at the Farm Show Complex. This the 6th and final meeting of the regular season. On, of course, the final game of the regular season between these two teams. The series started on December the 3rd. Baltimore won 8-7. And then won again 10-3 on January the 21st. Utica won by a goal on January 29th. Won again on February 26th. And on March 18th. And this matchup, this meeting tonight, there's been many meetings between these two sides over the years. But this one, certainly kind of in that rarefied air, I think, in terms of gravitas and what's at stake for both of these sides. And really, I think this is the biggest match between these two teams, perhaps since the 2019 playoffs. Of course, that went Baltimore's way that night. But this is probably the biggest match between the two, and there's been some big ones since that point. Bond plays it back to Segura. Six minutes to go before halftime. On the counter, Donatelli is challenged. Nilton DeAndrade gets in there and stands over him. And now it's returned up by Mijatovic. Along to Fernandez. Shoots sharp angle, trying to swing it to the back door. Hundelt was a bit late getting there. Impressive idea regardless. Nilton, his shot blocked by Obasi. It nutmegs Roque, comes back to the point. Segura, chipped into the middle. Fernandez, Segura, long shot high and wide by Nilton. Rolled out by Zierhofer. 5:02 left before the half. That's stolen by Bordeaux. Can Utica cash in on the turnover? Mijatovic shoots, saved by Zierhofer. Pass intended for Thomas, misfires for Baltimore. They can't bring it the other way. And Mijatovic is down in the corner. So play will stop with that in mind. And he's still hunched over with Gerson providing some overwatch here. They haven't called for the trainer yet. And Mijatovic looks like he's going to be okay. He's a guy, you have to like what he's brought to this Utica team, I think, in terms of that physicality on the back end, that ability to shoot from the point. And on top of it, he has a tremendous reputation around the league for being a very loyal guy. A guy that, if he wants to play for you, wants to play in your system, wants to play with his team, he will run through a wall for you. And that's a big reason why Utica brought him in. Thomas came together with Gerson. Foul charged, and Schindler will stand behind it. Up to Hughes, diagonally forward. That was intercepted and then immediately turned over to Hughes. Zachary 199467 in our Twitch chat asks if Nate is back. The answer to that question is yes. Nate Bordeaux in the lineup tonight for Utica City FC. Thanks as always to everyone in our Twitch chat for providing some lively conversation. Swift with 3:52 left in the half to Cesar Correa. Coughlin, Toby, Swift. Through the neutral zone to Bond. Three and a half to play before the break. Mijatovic. Bond in a battle here, pries it free. Tried to get it off with the left foot. It was caught between the legs of Obasi, who did a great job avoiding the handball. Or that's how it seemed at first. And indeed, I think he did elude the handball. Under 3 to play before the break. And the crowd here at the Odd beginning to rise to the occasion with chance of Utica. Turned over, Roque shoots, Coughlin point blank makes the save. Roque is beside himself as he came together with Isak Soma. Bit of a gentleman's disagreement along the left side of the goal box. There is a challenge flag out from David Bascombe in the Baltimore bench. Now, I'm not sure if they're looking for the trip or if they're looking for a handball in the box or outside of the box. But there is a flag out, or there was a flag out anyway. That flag has since disappeared. Everton Morera now wants a word with our officiating crew, head coach of Utica City FC. So there is a deep free kick awarded to Baltimore. There's nothing further, no challenge. They're not going to review. Here we go. There was some laundry out in the neutral zone for a moment there in front of the Baltimore bench, but that's been picked up. Santana blocked by Mijatovic. Follow-up, he scores. Nelson Santana. Puts the Baltimore Blast up 2-0 with 2:31 to go in the first half. So it's the Blast in the driver's seat by a pair. And for Nelson Santana, this is his 23rd appearance of the season, and that's his first goal of the campaign. Talk about rising to the occasion at a good time. And Santana, one of the elder statesmen of the league for sure, steps up with a big goal at a crucial time for Baltimore. So the Blast are up 2-0. And the pressure mounts on Utica to respond. Thomas on the break. Foul called against Alava. Free kick just outside the Utica third. Moises Gonzalez, always dangerous. He's behind it here. Swung to the back door, redirected in. Ricardinho Cabrera with his 8th of the year. Second goal in the second quarter for Baltimore. And the visiting team leads by a trifecta with 1:54 left in the second quarter. And Andrew Coughlin has been brought to the penalty box. Per MASL rules, he has to serve his own penalty now. Brian Wilkin now into the game between the pipes. We have ourselves a goalie penalty. And I believe just a yellow card. Yes. For dissent. Off the volley, Bond misses wide. Schindler deflects it back to Zierhofer. So yellow for dissent for Coughlin. It's a 5-minute temporary disqualification, no power play. It is 3-0 Baltimore, 1:09 to play in the second quarter. Off the high glass. Bond over towards Gerson. Schenfeld leaning against the glass. Abbasi works it free, tried to play it forward. It was deflected by Bordeaux. Here's Bond to Bordeaux. Point blank, he shoots. Zierhofer with a great save. Backheeled out of the box by Abbasi. .3 left in the second quarter. It is 3-0 Baltimore. Free kick for the Blast. Donatelli down to Brian Wilkin. Fresh into this game. He dives on the ball to bring the distribution onto the table here for Utica. Mello to Santana. Abbasi curls around Woods. Looks up for Mello. That was taken care of easily by Nate Bordeaux. Those two have battled left and right over the years. Great play by Hundelt to get it behind Santana. 4 seconds left. 3-0 the score. Hundelt will have it pinned into the corner by Santana, and that brings us to the end of the first half. It is Baltimore 3, Utica 0 here at the halftime break here at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. The goal scorers in order for the Baltimore Blast. It went a little something like this. Roque, Santana, Cabrera. And now downstairs we go to Michael and Stefan Mijatovic. They're standing by now. And we thank Stefan, as always, for his time. We've hit halftime, 3-0 Baltimore the score. The Blast trying to stake their claim towards an opportunity to capture a division title. The Blast leading 3-0 against Utica, who is trying to win and get themselves a home playoff game. We'll step away, come back after the halftime break, enjoy the entertainment.
Fans, earlier today, the local police and fire departments went head-to-head in a soccer tournament and won. Having come out victorious. Please welcome the 2022-23 Police and Fire Soccer Tournament champions, the New York State Troopers. And now it's time for the Davis and Pro halftime match. Please welcome to the bench the Halifax Knights and Coliseum Dynamo.
It's time for the Davidson of Rome High Five Interview. mission. Turn to the person next to you and give them your best high five. Ready? 3, 2, 1, bam! Go Utica FC! For your best deal on a vehicle at Davidson of Rome. Family owned for over 50 years. Shop over 800 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs at DavidsonGMRome.com.
Let's go, Utica.
Shoot! He scores! Goal!
MASL at the half, coming right at ya. What's going on, everyone? I'm Alex Bastiavansky. Great to see you again. We've got tons of stuff to cover from the league that went down over the past week, and we're going to kick things off with a huge upset.
Bickmore maintains. Bickmore with a shot.
Oh!
Bickmore league.
Are you kidding me?
Quarter makes it 5-2 as the Dallas win their first game of the season, 5-3, knocking off Tacoma Stars. And you gotta love this for these fans.
It was well worth the wait. Finally, Dallas picks up its first win of the season, with just 2 games remaining, but it was a devastating loss for Tacoma, who desperately needed 3 points in their bid for a playoff spot. That loss is going to make it a lot tougher. Luckily for the Stars, though, other teams in the West were having a tough time as well. Mesquite had a home-and-home series with Baltimore. They dropped the first game in Texas 3-2 and then got absolutely smoked on the road 6-0. Jonatas Mello, one of the goals of the week right there. Mesquite finished the weekend having lost 4 straight games and 6 of its last 7. Luckily for Mosquito, Monterey fared no better. They needed a win against Chihuahua, but Edgar Gonzalez had other ideas.
Va a todas, ¿eh? ¡El Torre!
Edgar with one of the goals of the year so far, getting acrobatic for the 3rd Savage tally in the game as Chihuahua takes down its Mexican rivals 9-6, the final score. St. Louis needed a win against Milwaukee to keep its playoff hopes alive. The good news, William Eskay kept up his hot play. That is one of the prettiest goals of the week. Unfortunately for the ambush, Ian Bennett notched a hat trick for the home side. 5,000 on hand. Great crowd in Milwaukee as St. Louis sees its postseason aspirations dashed. They lose 5-4. For the second time in a week, Empire and San Diego hooked up for another classic encounter. Back and forth they went all game long. Frank Taillou had 3 points for the visitors, but the Sockers managed to tie things up in the final minute of play, sending this one to overtime.
What a fun one it's been. It's Leo. It's Kyle Rojo. And it's the goal! Tavoy Morgan! Golden goal! Darling dance!
Great call by Craig Elston. The Sockers have now won 6 of 7 games against Empire this season. Other game scores to tell you about. Tacoma got half the job done last week, beating Dallas in their first encounter 12-3. They would have been in even worse trouble had they lost that one. Utica dropped Florida on the road 4-3. San Diego also topped Monterey in a thrilling encounter 3-2. And KC picked up an essential 3 points against Harrisburg. Here's a look at the playoff bracket as we enter the final weekend of regular season play. The only seeds we know for sure are number 1 San Diego and number 2 Chihuahua in the West. There are a million different scenarios that could play out. Be sure to head to the league's official website, maslsoccer.com, to stay up to date with everything. Scoring leaders, Nick Pereira will capture the scoring title this season for sure. 66 points. Frank Taillou in second, 15 points behind. Lucas Roque third with 46 points. Ian Bennett 41, and UCFC's Gordy Gerson with 40 points. Players of the week, defensively, it's the Hoff. Mike Zierhofer of the Baltimore Blast. He had one heck of a week for sure. 2 wins in 2 games with just 2 goals allowed, and that included a shutout against the Outlaws as Baltimore swept Mesquite in 2 games. And from UCFC, nothing feels better then beating your former team and scoring a hat trick in the process. That is what Taylor Walter Bond did against the Tropics on the weekend. 3 goals, torching his former team as the Blues picked up the win in Lakeland. And your play of the week, we've got 2 of them actually. Save of the week, save of the year probably right there. Boris Pardo against Monterey with the game saver. They were complaining it was over the line. Can't tell from this angle what the heck. It was an unbelievable save regardless. And offensively, the Chihuahua one was more acrobatic and fancy. This is unbelievable though. Vicmore Ligwe of Dallas. Look at the work he does, taking on numerous Tacoma players, turning them inside out, and finally pumping it upstairs. Unbelievable stuff from Vicmore Ligwe. And always remember that even if you can't be there in person to take in the game, we've got you covered, not to worry. You can catch every single MASL contest live on Twitch. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hi, Frank Mastervito here, owner at Mastervito Hyundai, your local family-owned and operated dealership.
Mastervito Hyundai is a proud supporter of our community's local soccer team, the UCFC.
We appreciate the UCFC in our local community for all of our children.
Catch a Mastervito Hyundai t-shirt at halftime and receive $500 off any one of our 700 new or pre-owned vehicles in stock. Go UCFC
And make your move to Mastervito Hyundai.
What's your story? What moments make life an adventure? Community is where memories happen. At Bank of Utica, enriching our community for current and future generations has been part of our mission since 1927. By supporting local, community-focused organizations, we work together to open doors to education, the arts, and meaningful career paths. Making stories to remember. Bank with Utica.
When it comes to investing, looking from a fresh perspective can make all the difference. It can provide what we call an unlock, a realization that often reveals a better path forward. At Wells Fargo, it's our expertise in finding this kind of insight that has led us to become one of the largest investment and wealth management firms in the country. Discover how we can help find your unlock.
Métele el zapatazo. Así, pégale, 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 pégale. ¡Ay! ¡No! 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 ¿Qué pasó, señores? ¡Ay, ay, ay! Esto se va a quedar grabado.
Grove, shots blocked. Pereira has the open look. He gives that a ride. Is this number 14? Here comes Brown. Oh, what a stop from Cameron Brown.
All the way down to Cameron Brown. Cameron Brown! Cameron Brown! And Waltman is good. Blockering that away, but Cameron Brown, what a fantastic run.
Had 38 blocked shots in that game. Mijatovic with a header. Hugo with a big save. That's his best. Great reaction by Hugo Silva as he's able to react to the header by Mijatovic.
Terminó llegando a las manos del Terry Muñoz. El Popper Hernández se quita el primero. Sigue el Popper, toca para la Roca. Hugo Puentes. ¡Qué golazo! ¡No! La pelota se niega a entrar. Doña Caprichosa.
Here comes Harrisburg. It is DePrima down the left side. Here's a shot correction. That is Chavez who was down there. Now a shot and saved by Neto. Holy cow.
Facial, huh?
Yeah.
Huffman sets it up. Bradley Hill, T1 up, shot, save!
Wow, that was Paulo's best save of the day right there on Alex Bradley.
Ray Lee with a couple of good moves. Off the boards, ball is loose out front. Vosvik gets it, Mance. Oh boy, what a save by Vosvik.
Now Barry trying to work against Alvarez. Comes in, shot, save, will he be? Grable clears it off the line. Rebound headed down.
Getting that win, getting that just one win. Oh, there was a header by Reggett.
And a great save too. So good entry pass into Reggett.
This kid, Glorioso, where'd he come from? He looks great.
Wave gets it out of Eske. Hammers a shot and a goal. Big time conversion by Will Eske.
That's got to be a candidate for goal of the week because that time Will Eske, he hits a volley from outside the yellow line that dipped over the top of Willie B off the underside of the crossbar.
Pero es como un perro de pelea, un gallo de pelea, va a todas, ¿eh? ¡El Torre! ¡Golazo! ¡Gol!
Back to Keats. Or Keats down there, and there's Nick Pereira with the goal.
Well, there's a reason why he's MVP candidate. Not only is it a goal, but he has the audacity. He gets his ball and doesn't hammer. He just dinks the ball to the keepers.
I think we talked about this the last time I was here. Great little combination.
Rojo got man. He got through and scores. Juan Manuel Rojo put his autograph on that part of the felt.
That's a very dangerous area for Rojo, and what a quality finish.
Poking it away.
Benji's open.
Neto throwing it long for Benji. Can Benji get it? Benji shoots and he hits it home.
Credit that assist with Neto. Benji was wide open. He's happy.
We were talking at halftime about the strong third quarter that the Sockers traditionally have.
Felipe, that's some strength for you, baby. Golazo!
And he buries the ball just under the crossbar. What a good finish.
Acá el Popper Hernández, acá el remate. ¡Gol! Del Popper Hernández.
Leeway at the back post. Shot blocked by Keats. Now Tyler John pulls this ball down. Plays himself off the boards. Look at him go. Weaves his way through and pokes it home. Tyler John on the shorthanded goal.
Coughlin gonna stray all the way into the offensive end of the field. Here's a chance in front and a goal. Taylor Walter Bond with a second. He just buries that one as he
was waived and signed by the Conference.
And we welcome you back to the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. All ready to go with the second half of this critical 24th game of the season for Baltimore and for Utica. It's been all Baltimore through the first 30 minutes. Roque, Santana, Cabrera in order with the Baltimore goals. One in the first, two in the second. Shots at the half, 10-9 in favor of Baltimore. So the Blast right now, with the leverage, trying to complete a 4-match win streak to wrap up the regular season, while Utica is going to have to mount a epic comeback here in the second half to have an opportunity to host the play-in round against Kansas City. What a start! Taylor Bond! 7 seconds into the third quarter. That's one way to get it going. Mijatovic with a chip downfield. Bond flashes to the box, gets ahead of Santana. You will see few opening kickoff plays of its equal in the MASL. Taylor Bond, his 13th goal of the season. And it's 3-1. Utica on the board. Hundell hunts it down just in front of Mello. And now kept alive and sent across by Fernandez to Swift. Toby up to Olava at the center line. Diagonally backwards to Toby. That was incredible what we just saw to start this third quarter. One of the goals of the season for this team for sure. Fernandez off the end boards. Segura shoots it wide and then chases his rebound into the boards. 3-1, 13:58 to go in the third quarter. Wilkins still in the game for a little bit of time yet. Coughlin serving his yellow card. It's Bond for Mijatovic on the goal that gets Utica on the board. It's now 3-1. By the way, our coverage today presented in part by SI Tix. If you want to see a game live, visit Sports Illustrated Tickets for the best tickets to see the MASL action in your favorite arenas. Off the end zone restart. Soma draws the double team along the boards. Slips it back to Christian Segura. His next goal, his 50th with the Utica franchise. Soma on the edge of the attacking third. Cesar Correa to Mijatovic, who picked up the assist on Utica's first goal of the game. Mijatovic may be looking for another one here. Woods nutmegs his man. He shoots. Zierhofer dives out, makes an outstanding stop. Keaton Woods nearly had him right where he wanted him, but Zierhofer able to recover. Segura, Woods, boxed out off the ball by Santana, who volleys it back to center. Mijatovic to Soma. Step over, burst of speed down the wing. Got the ball in behind Mello on the Wallace-Scora setup. Kept alive on the intercept. Fernandez's shot knocked off the line by Santana and covered up by Zierhofer. Zierhofer will distribute. Moises Gonzalez off his feet, contact with Fernandez there. They will let them play on. To the feet of Zierhofer, hinges it to Thomas, giving chase Soma. Fernandez up in the high press against Abassi. Ricardinho. By the way, I want to take a moment and address something from the first half. Scoreboard was not working for a second. There was a bit of a glitch with the graphics system, either with the computer or with the software itself. It had to be rebooted, and we're glad to have it up and running for you now. That's the thing about technology. It's great until sometimes it doesn't work. But hats off to Eric Kwiatek and the team downstairs for getting that rectified. Toby. Alava. Mijatovic up with pace looking for Bond, who has the Utica goal. Taylor Bond having kind of a resurgence in this second half of the season since coming to Utica. From, of course, the Florida Tropics and very briefly the Harrisburg Heat. Bond cuts middle, shoots. Zierhofer deflects it away. Milton DeAndrade to Stefan Mijatovic. Bond off one touch. Zierhofer falls on it. Wilkins still in the game. I'd imagine you'll see Coughlin come in at the next available opportunity. For Utica City FC. Milton DeAndrade to Alava. Woods breaks free, scores! Keaton Woods! His second of the season, both of them have come on home ground. And it's a one-goal game here in the third quarter. He was given an opportunity in his last home appearance on February the 26th. He capitalizes on that against the Baltimore Blast. Today, another opportunity here at home at the end of the regular season. 2 goals this season, both against the Blast, both huge goals. And Keaton Woods has it in a one-goal game with 9:47 to go in the third quarter. Woods had a couple opportunities earlier in this game that he couldn't convert, but he'll breathe a sigh of relief as he gets one here. We want to thank everybody for joining us today in our Twitch chat. Make sure you subscribe to the MASL Twitch channels today for exclusive MASL content. While we're at the media timeout, 9:47 to go in the third quarter, we've got a few other things we need to probably address as well, including our league partners at Quintas. If money transfers are made easy with Quintas, powered by Western Union. Download the Quintas app today and use promo code MASL. Don't forget about MASLsoccer.com, the official online home for the Major Arena Soccer League. If you're watching this league for the first time, want to know a little bit more about the nuances, or just want to get back up to date on everything that's kind of happening right now, because it's certainly crazy. 4 games today, second to last day of the regular season. There's a lot to digest. You can go to MASLsoccer.com and get all the latest news, leaderboards, standings, highlights, and more. And if you think you happen to have what it takes to play in this league, and maybe score the game-winning goal, sign up at MASLsoccer.com to receive more information on the 2023 MASL Pro Player Combine. That'll be the second ever. So here we go. Third quarter, 9:40 left in the frame, and Utica has come storming back. Down by just a single goal. Swift off the exchange of possession. Up to Fernandez. Milton DeAndrade, hip checked by Santana. Foul called against Baltimore. Coughlin back in the game, by the way, for Utica as of that timeout. I believe, by the way, that's the first home action of the season for Brian Wilkin. Former Nazareth College goalkeeper, played for the Rochester Lancers. Was the Empire 8 Conference goalkeeper of the year while at Nazareth. And had just unbelievable numbers. In fact, downright gaudy numbers as a senior for Nazareth. before turning professional. Hundell, downfield, rattled down the shelf of the board, centered in by Bond, accounted for by Zierhofer. It's 3-2 now. Just goes to show you how quickly momentum and fortunes can change in this league, and both teams trying to optimize their fortunes for the upcoming MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Past Obasi, Schindler runs it down center circle. To Lucas Roque, who opened the scoring with his 30th goal of the season. Thomas, Obasi. Touched back to Schindler. Mijatovic. See a few questions about Andrew Coughlin in our Twitch chat. I will tell you, he is back in the game now. Again, they did make the switch out for Wilkin. He's back on the bench. Penalty is over for the 5-minute yellow card. So I just thought I'd address that while a few people were asking. 7:51 to play, third quarter. 3-2. Shipped across and open. Thompson off the volley, fires wide. Now with 7:46 to go in the third. We get another timeout on the field very briefly here. Just a quick stoppage in play. And now the officials signal timeout.
It's time for tonight's SI Tickets Fan of the Game.
So with 7:46 to go in the third quarter, it's an entirely new game, 3-2. Baltimore assuming a 3-0 lead, but Utica has come storming back with a pair of goals, one of which happened just 7 seconds into the third quarter. Taylor Bond and then Keaton Woods bringing new life to the home crowd on a night where Utica is trying to earn the opportunity to host Kansas City in the play-in round. Speaking of Kansas City, let's see how things are going now down in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It is a 2-1 score now. Kansas City leading Harrisburg. Again, all could be irrelevant if Harrisburg can beat Kansas City, at which point Utica would maintain their upper hand. In all likelihood, of course, depending upon how the share of the points shakes out. But Utica knows one thing for sure, and it's that if they can win in regulation, they host Kansas City, no questions asked. And again, certainly been a long and winding road this season. Everybody's had their ups and downs. Even the MASL Shield champion San Diego had a couple of missteps over the course of the season. They had their vulnerable moments. And I just want to thank everybody for coming along for the ride this season, whatever team you happen to support. We're all partners and stewards of this great game, and it's so important that y'all are here watching, that y'all are supporting these franchises, that y'all are supporting this league, and helping it to grow into what everyone really hopes it can kind of become over the next several years. The growth trajectory feels very positive. And I'm looking forward to a great playoffs ahead, especially out east, where this is going to be a 5-team fist fight. As I kind of alluded to on MASL Monday a few weeks ago, to be honest, you could put 5 chips in a bag, have each one represent a different team, and just pull one out of a bag. It's about the best way to predict what's going to happen here, I think, in this postseason out east, because it's just been so balanced. Hughes, Santana. Toby there first in the corner against his old teammate Moises Gonzalez. Bordeaux, Alava. Alava shoots, diving save by Zierhofer. And I know that Toby and Gonzalez didn't get to have a lot of overlap together per se on the active roster, but they were both under contract with Utica at the same time. And both difference makers in their own right. They did play together for some time. Off the inboards, back to the opposite point, Bordeaux. And out of Correa. 3-2, 6:35 to play in the third quarter. Back to the point, Mijatovic. Sizing up his prospects against Gonzalez. Correa. Segura shoots down a seam, blocked away. Getting in the path of the shot there was Jack Shearer. Here come the blast the other way. Swung back to Abassi on a long pass. Santana shadowed by Segura. Now 3-1 Kansas City out of town, by the way, as the ball goes out of play. So the pressure mounts on Utica to find their way all the way back into this match, and maybe a chance here for Bond. Misses it wide. Follow-up working against Zierhofer, and he couldn't get it done. Challenge flag is out from Everton Moreira and the Utica bench. .548 to go in the third quarter. Review granted. And we'll have a look at specifically what they are looking at here. There's Bond, there's Zierhofer right at the top end of the box.
Utica City FC is challenging the ruling on the play.
Bond definitely unhappy as you go through this replay. See Zierhofer diving back. And I think they're trying to make the case that there was excessive contact on the part of Zierhofer. My first thought was maybe it was at the top end of the box there where the shot comes free. Review denied. They never fully actually said what they were reviewing, but the review was for the contact. And we will continue on. Play stands as called. Over the head of Joby. That's dangerous for Ferdinand. Coughlin takes care of it. Oh boy, that could have got hairy fast. If you're Utica. That came off the boards almost perfectly for Ferdinand if Coughlin doesn't intervene. Right off the restart there. Mijatovic able to elude Ferdinand long enough to at least advance into the attacking third. 3-2, 5:03 left in the third quarter. Mello, Thompson, Zierhofer. Has a man in behind, it's Roque. Roque, back heel, off the end boards. They look for Roque in front. He gets tangled up with Alava. They will let him play on. Sent forward, Alava, now to Bordeaux. The co-captain, and in fact the captain, the sole captain for the night for Utica. Bo Yelovic's not in the lineup. And turn in, redirect goes wide. Nilton DeAndrade's attempt blocked out of the box. Nilton DeAndrade, Segura lights one up off the foot of Donatelli, deflected out of play. Segura, centrally, look to swing it to the corner. That's taken away by Obasi. Good anticipation. Ricardinho Cabrera. Thompson. Sent forward. Sliding into one, Thomas fires it wide. .325 left in the third quarter. Just one goal separating these two. Back check, dislodges the ball for Cabrera. Sliding out, Bordeaux dislodges it. Shot taken by Bond, blocked by Santana. Now at the feet of Zierhofer, who steps over the ball. And out of play. Everton Moreira pointing in the attacking direction for Utica on their bench. But it will be Baltimore ball. Bond who's standing behind it, but they won't grant Utica the free kick here. Santana tees it up, sends it downfield. When Utica got going as a franchise after the move from Syracuse, Santana was with Harrisburg at the time. And he's definitely been a mainstay in this league for many, many, many years. And now unloaded out to Gerson. On the counter. Shot! Score! Gordy Gerson ties this game and stands alone as the new single-season points leader in Utica City FC history. The latest chapter, the latest achievement in what has been a remarkable career renaissance for Gordy Gerson. And as far as the team objectives go, it's got the game tied at 3-2-21 left in the third quarter. We've got ourselves an equalizer here. 41st point of the year for Gordy Gerson. He entered the day tied for 6th in the MASL in points. Somehow, some way, Gordy Gerson always seems to make an impact. And that impact has really been evident this season for Utica. They would be in a different spot without him for sure. 7 game-winning goals, which leads the MASL and is also a Utica franchise record. Mello together with Segura as we get another look here on the replay. And Segura is on his way off into the penalty box where he sits now. 2-minute blue card on Segura. It's Baltimore to the power play. 18 of 36, 50%, one of the league's best units. In fact, they're tied for the league lead entering today. A power play goal would go a long way for the visiting side after Utica has surged back to level terms. Stolen by Hundelt, now up to Swift. Swift off one of his adversaries and sent across to Roque. Shoulder to shoulder, Swift meets him there. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. The power play, barring a goal or a Baltimore penalty, will spill over into the fourth quarter. It's 3-3. Donatelli under heat, has to unload it, does to Mello. Now around to Roque. Roque entered in. Coughlin with a huge stretch on Cabrera. They don't call him Mr. Stretch for nothing. And Coughlin able to bat that out of the air. It was slowed down. But that doesn't make the caliber of the defending any worse for the wear there. That was a great play. 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. 3-3. 34 seconds to go in the power play. Donatelli tees off from distance. Hundelt slides through. Coughlin with a huge stop. And we'll go to the fourth quarter. 3-3. As Utica rallies back to tie the game. We'll step away. Fourth quarter is next on MASL TV. About a minute away from the fourth quarter of action here at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. It's been a game of runs. Baltimore scored the first 3 goals in the first half. Utica has rallied back. Bond, Woods, Gerson in order in the third quarter, a rally that started just 7 seconds in. And here we go, fourth quarter, all to play for. It's 3-3. And while we have a moment, we'd like to remind you to follow the MASL on social media. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on FC Channel 157 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Alex Bastiavansky is joined every week by special guests from across the league to discuss hot topics. SiriusXM FC Channel 157, 10 p.m. every Monday, Eastern Time. And you can also get it wherever you get your podcasts. Also, if you disagree with a call tonight, you just might see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review. Catch it every Friday on Twitch. Christian Philly Filliman filling in as host for Phil Levanko this week. As I understand it, Phil is out at WrestleMania. Hundo. Utica returns to full strength. Final seconds tick off that penalty that spilled over. And Utica manages that well. And now here's Segura drawing a crowd. It was knocked off his foot by Nelson Santana. Abassi, Santana. Nilton DeAndrade pivots away, looking for Segura on the wing. Pass just missed there. And it's Baltimore looking to work it upfield. Roque on the right wing. Correa gets in front of him. So a successful penalty kill between the third and fourth quarters. We stay tied at 3. And again, Baltimore needs this victory to have a chance at the division title. Utica, a regulation win, secures outright the opportunity to host the play-in round against Kansas City. Nilton DeAndrade on the break, tripped up at the top end of the box by Santana, and the blue card flies out. Another look at it here. Power play to Utica, their first of the day. 44% is good for 6th this season in the MASL, 18 of 41. The Baltimore penalty kill, 19 of 39, 48.7%. They're 6th in the Eastern Division. Huge power play chance. Can Utica take the lead? Or will Baltimore hold strong and keep the 3-3 game on the table? Big high leverage position here in this fourth quarter. And it starts with defending the set piece. Blue card for tripping to Santana. Mijatovic. Gerson blocked. Terrific effort in the goal box there. And Baltimore comes ahead shorthanded. Utica has not allowed a shorthanded goal this season in 23 games. Bond holds it up, slides it to Nilton. Segura. Nilton DeAndrade, Gordy Gerson. Back to Nilton, Division III All-American at UMass Boston. Mijatovic comes up firing and misses it over the bar. Mike Zierhofer in the Baltimore Blast will have to stand tall here. Nilton shoots. That's blocked by Thompson. Thomas holds it up along the wall, finds an option. Diagonally forward for Thompson. And now down towards Coughlin, and that finds the protective netting behind Andrew here. So we'll check up for the distribution. Kind of reminds me of pickup basketball. You have to hand it off to the official just to get it back. Mijatovic, Segura, Coughlin advances to the center line and finds Mijatovic. Bond, nice one through the box. Touched out of there by Thompson. 21 seconds left in the power play. 11:46 left in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 3. Thompson clears out of play. Visible anguish on his face and in his body language. He knows that that clearance out of play will be a top of the box free kick. Penalty kill going pretty well here for Baltimore, but Utica just may have found the break they needed. Segura steps over the ball and calls timeout. So the timeout called by Utica City FC. Though Yelovit's not in uniform tonight, greets the players on the way to the bench. Could be the biggest timeout of the season right here. If you're Utica. Again, a lot of opportunity left for either team. And this won't be a be-all, end-all per se, but this is one of the weightiest set pieces of the season. Again, it will be Utica and Kansas City. In the play-in round in the Eastern Division. It's a matter of who is going to host. And while we're in this timeout, let's check in on the out-of-town scoreboard again. Why don't we? It was 2-1 last we checked. Kansas City up on Harrisburg. And that score has remained. That game in the fourth quarter as well. Kansas City scored the first 2 goals. And then it was Matthew Brummett for Harrisburg making it 2-1 in the second quarter. They haven't had any scoring yet in the second half of that one. As for this, Utica with all 3 goals in the second half. It's 3-3. Top of the box set piece! Score! Segura to Nilton DeAndrade! And the deflection to the top drawer gives Utica the lead, 4-3. Little stutter step there to draw the wall. And Nilton DeAndrade able to slip by Thompson and redirect it to the roof. Nilton DeAndrade with goals in consecutive home games, his 12th goal of the year. 4 unanswered for the City. They now lead 4-3. A crafty set piece. Segura really sold that well. Now 4-3. Isak Soma shoots, and getting a hand on it is Zierhofer. Deflected high in the air and out of play. Power play goal for the City, by the way. Kind of got lost in the shuffle because it was a set piece out of a timeout. 19th power play goal of the year for City. And just might be their biggest yet. Lots of time left in this one. Ricardinho Cabrera on the Baltimore Blast look to get into the ascendancy. Great opportunity perhaps for Moises Gonzalez against Mijatovic, as he looked like he might have slipped away, but Mijatovic getting back first after the contact. And it will be Utica to the penalty kill. Blue card against the City. They'll rule that Mijatovic denied Moises a really important opportunity. And this is going to be a penalty shootout. And they'll send out Ferdinand. Or at least I think it'll be Ferdinand. No, they walk him back. And here's Tony Donatelli. Looking for his 16th goal of the season. Andrew Coughlin is ready. This crowd is ready. Donatelli, stunner step, shoots wide. Coughlin may have got a piece. As it comes out of the zone. Let's get another look here. Donatelli just kind of chops his feet to see if he can get Coughlin to commit. We stay at 4-3 Utica. 10:29 left. The Blast building right back up. Mello, great entry pass by Donatelli, broken up. They had a great idea with Ricardinho crashing the back post. And now downfield to Swift, Utica. Along the boards, Roque rips it free. And here comes Baltimore again. Mello and his 4 teammates moving upfield in unison. Donatelli looking to the middle. Toby helped deflect it. Alava gets it free and clear out to center. Zierhofer sends it back up to Mello. Baltimore does not have a goal here in the second half. Off the bar and out. Moises Gonzalez off the corner edge of the crossbar. Bar down and out. Dangerously close to an equalizer. 23 seconds left in the penalty to Mijatovic. Roque. Moises Gonzalez stopped by Coughlin. And down to Zierhofer in his own half of the field. Another look in our picture-in-picture replay. Mijatovic out of the box. We're back to 5 aside. And oh boy, Mello and Correa. Mijatovic now steps in. We've got ourselves some conflict. Bound to happen eventually. Tight match. It's been physical throughout, and these two teams, they definitely have some years of history. No change in manpower following the scuffle. We stay 5 aside. Thomas's pass for Ferdinand. Stepping in front of that is Alava. Down to Gordy Gerson. Off the shelf of the boards and down into section 113. Santana lines one downfield. Off the header by Donatelli. Roque. Correa beats him to the corner and puts it out of play. They say last touched by Baltimore. Roque. Santana. To the people saying that Utica and Baltimore have no history, you are completely wrong, by the way. Guess the last 3-4 years don't mean much. Including, playoffs in 2019. Just saying, get your facts straight. I don't like to call out people in the chat, but that one will grind my gears a bit. Moises Gonzalez's shot blocked by Mijatovic. Segura slipping free. Coming together, Zierhofer with Gerson. Yeah. Hundelt plays that back to Coughlin. Gerson still down at the other end. And with 6:52 to play in the fourth quarter, 4-3. Gerson still down in a seated position and needs to be tended to. Hopefully he's okay. But anyway, to double down on my point, the Syracuse Silver Knights and Baltimore Blast also played a ton.
Fans, take a look on the big screen now. For tonight's Space Collision, play the game.
So there are many years of history for these two teams. Mind you, of course, Baltimore has been around longer. And of course has their 10 championships to their name. But between Utica and Syracuse, there's certainly a lot there.
And now keep your eyes on the video board as you will now see tonight's lucky winner for tonight's 50-50 drawing.
6:52 to play, fourth quarter, 4-3.
5699. Congratulations. You are going home with exactly half of that total of 3,340.
And again, another huge timeout in a high leverage position. Three-goal run for Baltimore, a 4-goal run for Utica. The city now up 4-3. Contacted by Schindler on the restart. Chased back to midfield. Alava to Toby. Nilton DeAndrade to Toby. Coughlin provides the outlet that Utica needs to build up. And down and wide of the goal frame off the high glass. Shot wide by Bond. Bordeaux, Schindler, Ferdinand. Roquet had it stolen. Nilton plays through the body. Zierhofer steps out and stabs at it. Nilton switching left, shoots. Save made in front of the post. 5:54 left, fourth quarter. Utica holding on to a 1-goal lead. Mello upends Alava. And that will result in the Utica free kick on their half of the midfield line. (5-1) Kansas City on the out-of-town scoreboard. So with that result becoming further and further away from doubt, the focus really dialed rattles in on this one. Milton De Andrade shoulder to shoulder with Santana. Fernandez, Nilton. Deflected back into the Utica third. Correa to Mijatovic. Segura to Coughlin. Off the head of Fernandez. Soma off the chest. Hundell. Fernandez. And now Hughes will play it back to center. For Baltimore, Mijatovic hustles it down. And Coughlin finds a seam. By the way, he has an assist in this game, his 10th of the season. Long shot off the hands of Zierhofer from Segura. Utica really going into a possession-based approach here, trying to kick some time off the clock. Soma slides through the middle, draws a crowd. It's finally knocked off his feet. Here comes Ferdinand. Tumbled to the turf, foul called against Utica. 4-3 with 3:48 left. Roque. Mello. To Thompson, who has been on the home and visiting sides in this building many times between Baltimore, Harrisburg, and Utica. Here comes Soma. He shoots, knocked away out of the box by the back-checking Santana. I have a feeling space on this turf is going to become increasingly difficult to come by over the final 3:14. Thompson, quick restart, corner glass. It got behind Moises. Overhead kick to clear it out of the zone by Correa. It's Schindler who went down on that overhead by Correa. There's a challenge flag kind of hanging in the balance in front of the Baltimore bench. I think they may reconsider this one. It's a really dangerous free kick position for Baltimore with Moises Gonzalez on the edge of the goal box. David Bascombe has the flag in his hand as they get ready for this free kick. And here it comes. The flag is on the turf. And I think they're wondering if Schindler got kicked in the face. At least that would be my first logical guess, based off what we just saw in the replay a second ago. Baltimore down 4-3. And here we go to video review. Again, about a 35% success rate. So they're looking to see if this will be a blue card. Can't really judge the contact from that side. As to whether that was just the ball. This might be the better look right here. And even then, really difficult to tell. The question is he reacting to the ball or is he reacting to a foot? With 3:03 left in the fourth quarter. And challenge denied. Remember, the evidence has to be conclusive. And in the officials' judgment, they have ruled that that is not conclusive evidence. Donatelli to the ball. Roque is denied by Toby. It was crisp, but Darren Toby slides over. Four to 3, 2:45 left in regulation. Another set piece for the Blast. Why is the clock running? The clock is running as they're trying to set the ball. And now they'll go over to have a look and probably reset a bunch of time onto the clock. And they will put the clock under review to try to get an understanding of how much time is actually going to be left. The clock that's on the graphic, I believe, is directly synced to the clock here at the odd. So that will be a good indication of where they needed to reset the time. It was at least 10 seconds. Probably closer to 15. Extra attacker on for Baltimore as they determine 2:46 will be the time remaining in regulation here. Baltimore scored the first 3, Utica the next 4. It's the home team with the lead. And this, a massive chance for Baltimore as they start the set piece out of the corner. And Moises Gonzalez screams one wide. The rebound knocked away from Ferdinand by Mijatovic, kept in play. But it's coming up the other way with 2:39 left. Mijatovic. A lot of grappling here with Santana in the neutral zone and Taylor Bond. They were hand fighting a little bit there. With 2:33 left in the fourth. Gordy Gerson floating around the goal box as play resumes. Roque, Thompson, Bond. Rather Mijatovic across to Segura. Off the head of Santana, Zierhofer towers up over the head of Gerson. And now Zierhofer back off. And here comes Mello as the extra attacker in the lime green uniform. Mello to the far wing, gets the return. Ferdinand. Down goes Mello, far side with 1:49 left, fourth quarter. It is 4-3, Utica leading Baltimore. Roque, Santana, Sobrero with the Baltimore goals. Can they find the equalizer? 100 seconds left. Or will Utica punch their ticket to a home game to start off the Ron Newman Cup playoffs? Donatelli off the inboards. Roque off the volley. Moises misses high. Donatelli towards the empty net. Quentin Swift will miss wide. But that will burn some precious time off the timer for Baltimore. Roque, back post off the end boards. Moises Gonzalez fires, and that's tipped out of play by Swift. 4-3, 54.2 remaining. Gonzalez. Donatelli. Through Ferdinand to Ricardinho. Mello. Shadowed by Gerson. 32 seconds remaining, 4-3 Utica. And cleared up and out of play, Baltimore. Staying top of the box. And that's where it will be spotted. Donatelli. Up to it. And they'll call timeout. Shots 29-13 in favor of Utica. It's 8-1 the advantage in the fourth quarter, according to the official stats right now. And all the while, Utica scoring the only goal of the fourth quarter, the one that gave them the lead. 3:21, power play goal, Nilton DeAndrade on the set piece, set up by Segura. From the top, it was Roque opening the scoring for Baltimore at 8:21 of the first quarter. Two more even strength goals in the second, Santana and Sobrera. 3-0 Baltimore at the half. And as on their game as Baltimore was in the first half, Utica has turned up the heat in the second. Taylor Walter Bond, Keaton Woods, Gordy Gerson, Nilton DeAndrade with the goals for the city as part of a 4-goal run. And this crowd going bananas. Huge restart here for Baltimore. Seismic, in fact. Their division title hopes, while they're not totally in control of their destiny, with the Milwaukee Wave yet to play that 24th game, their division title hopes hang in the balance here. Donatelli misses high. 24.1 left. Timeout Utica. Taylor Bond makes the signal. What we know right now, both teams headed to the playoffs. Utica would be making their second appearance. Baltimore looking for an 11th championship and have been playoff mainstays for a long time, dating back to the 80s. Through the various different iterations of the top flight of indoor soccer in the United States. The 5 teams out east, they know their fates. At least as far as getting into the playoffs, but again, the next 24.1 going to be so definitive to how the overall structure of the bracket ends up looking. Who goes where? Who plays where? And what the road to the final looks like. We'll place a big piece of the puzzle right here, right now. Toby. Mijatovic. Schindler had it knocked away. Swift. Into the extra attacker, Mello. Battling here with Bond. He gets it free. Donatelli up to center. 9 seconds left. Roque to Ferdinand. Stutter step to Schindler. Off the end boards. Coughlin has it. The play-in round is coming home to Utica. Fourth place belongs to the city. And we will see you in the first round in this building. 4-3, the final. Utica comes from behind out of an 0-3 deficit to defeat the Baltimore Blast in an incredible match. For City, their 13th victory of the season. They go to 36 points and pick up their 8th home win of the year. Baltimore remains in second place and will no doubt be a force to be reckoned with. Again, this could be one of the best Eastern Conference playoffs in some time. Their final regular season record, 13-8-3. And they sit at 41 points. 3-game win streak snapped. Let's send it downstairs to Michael Lear. And whoever his guest happens to be, it's Gordy Gerson. And the date announced as Monday, April 10th, according to Michael Lear. So again, Utica City FC Their 4th win in the season series in a row against Baltimore. And they rally back out of an 0-3 hole to do it. 4-3, the final score tonight here at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. 6 p.m. Monday, April 10th. Kansas City at Utica is next on tap for the city. We'll see you in the playoffs, everyone. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. And until that starts, be good to yourselves and each other. We'll see you then.